world's most dangerous podcast. We will be in the building with good. They camp was going down, man. Let's get it.
Good.
Hundo up in the studio.
Hundo.
We ain't out.
H to the O to the U to the T, that fresh out.
What's up?
Hey, man, you know how it goes down, man.
J Camp is back for his favorite part. Wake him up, wake him
come
up.
on, man. J
Wake
Camp's
up
for
the
part of the
neighbors.
show, man. We got the happy hour joint, man. It's Tuesday, you know how it goes down, man.
Yeah.
P's in the building, man. J Camp's back, man, from that undisclosed location and boy, you know what I'm saying? We have to hold it down, man. J Camp, what's goody right now, man? What's going down?
What's happening, people? Just recovering from a little snot box situation.
There you go.
What's happening though, people? I'm smooth though, man. I'm happy to be back on. You know what I'm saying, rocking out pause with you, brother. You know what I'm saying, making sure we make it do what it do. Giving the people what they need and what they deserve, man. Hip-hop at its finest. Talk that ish. B.O.P. What's happening?
Hey, man, just feeling good, feeling great, man. Feeling good, feeling great. Great to have you back, J Camp.
Man,
salute
good
to
to
you,
be
brother.
Yeah,
Iceberg,
man.
Pleasure as always. And, man, just trying to keep this thing straight like Jimmy Butler's hair right now.
Man, come on, man. You know how Jimmy Butler.
Hard right there.
Jimmy Butler, he looked like dark. He was super dark, man. He kind of looked kind of crazy and bulled out. You know what I'm saying?
He had that DJ
He was
Quick.
Van Halen. He had an
was hitting
electric
that boy.
guitar. You know what I'm saying?
Like
was
he
going
had a
off
hit
the
of the
chain
boy.
with it, yeah,
Oh,
man.
boy.
He had to flip that bang back. I'm dark now. You know what I'm saying? I'm really upset, man.
Oh, my gosh.
And like I said, man, of course he's upset, man, because he didn't get the Dame Lillard joint. You know what I'm saying? Salute the Dame, go to the Bucks. You know what I'm
he didn't
saying?
get that Dame Dollar joint.
But again, salute the Dame, and also Dame can spit. Let's be clear, man.
Yeah, he has a
we
joint
always got
out.
love for Dame, but he ain't Shaq and Kobe though. You know what I'm saying? The name of this episode 225. If you love podcasts, J Camp's always holding us down, man. Uploading everything, man. Go check out all the podcasts on Spotify, Apple Music. You know how it goes down. But again, we got to talk about some heavy stuff this week, man. This is just something to hold you over to the show. We're always on Wednesdays at 9:30. You know, always see J Camp, Bebo P, Iceberg Slam. You know how we do it. You know what I'm saying? Real hip hop is here. But before we go in, we got to talk about Jadakiss real quick, man. Jadakiss is like that dark horse, man. We're going to use a lot of basketball analogies today, man. He's almost like Sean Kemp or something like that, man. Somebody that could always electrify the room. But you can't win them championships, though. You know what I'm saying? So, long story short, man. Well, first of all, let's be clear. He represents D Block always, Yonkers, man. He dropped this crazy chain right here, man. The chain is sick, man. We saw this on his IG, killed it. You know what I'm saying? Icy,
Ice
man.
Gang.
Come on, man. Icy, super crazy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's real right there.
Again, represent
Mighty,
D Block.
mighty
We represent
D-Block.
D Block. Mighty D
D-Block.
Block. Come on, man. And let's be clear. First of all, who knew Jadakiss had a hairline? You know what I'm saying?
Man.
This dude got a crispy hairline, man. Got the organic juice, man, and then go to the hairline and bull. Number one, man, what y'all think about the D Block chain, man? Hold it down, man. But also, what's your ranking on Jadakiss, man? Because again, this dude is like the X Factor. He's like that Vernon Maxwell, you know what I'm saying, on the Rockets and bull. He's that X Factor, man. But what's your thoughts, man? That Vernon Maxwell dog with the dot, dog, you know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
B-Max.
Yeah, the B-Max, you know what I'm saying?
B-Max.
But J Camp, Bebo P, man. Also, man, y'all in the chat, man, you know what I'm saying? We want to know, what's your thoughts on Jadakiss, man, and his ranking? We can do dead or alive, you know what I'm saying? But also just off the dribble, man, what's up with that diamond chain, man? It's looking extra crispy, 60 carats up in the joint.
I mean, the diamond chain is pristine. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
flooded.
It blinds your boy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you walk out in the street with that. I mean, you turning on the street lights. You know what I'm saying?
You are the street lights.
You are, you are shining. You are the sun. So salute to
your ish bling bling, my ish bling blow.
You shining on Negroes.
Man.
That. Man, salute to Kiss though, man. I mean, hey man, this dude has put in so much of this game, so much of this craft.
Yeah.
You can get what you want, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like you deserve, you know what I'm saying? Who am I to tell you not to get the 60 boy?
Right.
You deserve that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like that, to me, that's like holding a trophy. You know what I'm saying? Like you just giving so much to the game. I just feel that, you know, this is just one of the dudes, and he's one of the ones. Like so many other iconic rappers that go, man, he's held it down for so long. He survived when, you know, New York rap kind of got moved, you know what I'm saying? So I salute Kiss, man.
All day. All day. And did you have a ranking as far as like you know where he is of all time?
Mm-hmm. I gave him the Sean Kemp status. So you know what I'm saying? I gave him that still
I ain't mad at that.
Talking about a gold chain. He stole a gold chain over in Kentucky.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
Kiss is definitely in my top 25, I would say.
Okay.
I mean, I feel like he's deserving of a good top 25 for his consistency as just being like an elite rapper. He may not have the best albums, but just consistency as being just dope. You know, when Kiss is on the track, he's going to have one of the top verses every single time.
Slay.
He just is. Now, I feel like he puts everything into his pen, man. So if we just judging him based on like a rhymer, I mean, I feel like he's a top 25 rhymer, bro, of all time.
Okay.
He just is. Okay. You know what I'm saying? You put Kiss in a room with 50 other rappers, he's going to make it to second, third round. You know, I just feel that way. You know, if this was like an arena, if this was more to combat, Kiss is gonna finish a couple of dudes. You know what I'm saying? In that rap arena, he's gonna finish a couple of them.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no, I totally agree, man. Exactly to the T. I mean, he's definitely off the cuff, top 25, top 20, somewhere around about that range. Don't have a formal list tangibly on paper or anything like that. I know our guy Nightmare does somewhere in his notepad or something like that in his docket.
Salute to Nightmare.
Salute to Nightmare all day. But he's definitely up there, you know, as far as elite rhymers. As far as the Chain Gang swag, man, I mean, Jadakiss nor the Lox have been widely known to be stunt rappers, maybe except for maybe their shiny suit days with Bad Boy. In fact, they've largely kept it street.
Okay.
They have. They kept a Timberland boot.
Yeah, they kept the Timberland boot, street D block with maybe a flex somewhere here and there. At the same time, with the legacy that they've humbly crafted for the streets, man, Jadakiss's amazing resurgence back into an even higher on most hip hop artists top tier list or top list of all time, man, of who's the greatest, and their surrounding influence of fellow legends of his ilk, man, and his era have been exercising for themselves, man, and for the culture largely. I mean, when you look at who he's been peeping lately, in addition to like say the versus hip hop, right? You've got Busta, you know, who recently copped that big hefty chain. You see, or rather, he's seeing and celebrating with Nas's extraordinary run with Hit Boy, the 50 Cent final lap tour, which he complimented being better than Beyonce's Renaissance one. And heck, even Jadakiss leading the charge with the Lox, you know, knocking out Dipset on the epic versus battle. And I'm just saying all of those examples and probably some others, I'm sure, is it just goes to show that
body Dipset.
Jadakiss, yeah, he definitely bodied him. But Jada, along with others of his ilk, have really definitely been representing for the culture, and that serves as an influence to be like, you know what, I've been doing my thing in my own way, but now let me flex on him one time, just a little flex.
Shout out to Gritty, dog, with the flex.
Gritty all day, Gritty all day. So
big up to Gritty.
Like J Camp said, it's well deserved, you know, to spoil himself, as everyone does that earns the right to do so. So salute to Jadakiss and the Lox, man. Nice chain, real nice chain.
Yeah, man. Again, like I said, salute to Jadakiss, man. Always holding it down, man. The epitome of hip hop. Let's be clear. 1/3 of the Lox, man. That body Dipset. They need to do a round two, man, to set it off, man. I know they sold that platform But they really need to do a round 2 just to set it off again, because I know Cam can go harder than that. And then,
man,
you know, shout out to our guy, man, Joel Santana. Speaking of Jules, Joel Santana.
You're the worst for that,
you
guy.
know what I'm saying?
You're the worst for that.
Dig him, just smack him the frog. What's that little frog in the cereal box, man? The little frog.
The WB frog?
No.
Oh, no, you talking about Honey Smacks?
Yeah, the Honey Smacks.
Yeah, the little frog.
Yeah, little frog and the Honey Smacks. Salute to Jewels, man. Speaking of Jewels, man.
Nah,
but again, like I said, man, much love to
no.
Jadakiss, man. On the chain gang, you know how it goes down. But speaking of the gang, man, we gotta talk about J. Camp's little cousin, man, North Carolina representative, J. Cole, man, the middle child. You know how it goes down. We ain't talked about Cole in a minute though. Let's be clear, man. Like, he's been kind of quiet a little bit, man. But for some reason, man, he went crazy on this verse with Lil Yachty, man, Lil Sus Yachty and bull. You know what I'm saying? Salute to him. Now, Yachty's verse, hard on that joint. It was trash. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, if you think it's nice, man, put something in the chat, man. But that mug was straight boo-boo. And salute to Sincere, man, over Rap Roundtable. He straight did that mixing bull where he just took the whole verse off and started with the J. Cole. But everybody been saying, and the fans are saying, this is the verse of the year. Let me just play a little snippet real quick, man. Fair use, don't go too hard to paint on it.
Like a trap or pillar, we at your neck for the way you slept. It's nuance, but I see hella influence in the way you dress, the way you sound, the way you try to move and try to stay abreast on all the latest flows and latest tones from Generation Next. Y'all chasing relevance, it's evidenced by the way you step.
I ain't trying to get too crazy with it, but hey, man, the verse is nuts, man. We're hard to paint. J. Camp, Bebo P, down in the chat. What y'all thinking on this verse? And is this the verse of the year, a contender, or just just because it wasn't his joint and it was on that Sus Yachty joint? Fingernail swag. What y'all thinking on that though, J. Camp, Bebo P, and the chat, man? What's goody?
Man, I personally think that it was a dope verse. It definitely is a dope verse, and probably one of the dopest verses of 2023. Is it the dopest in terms of ranking numero uno? I can't give it that slot at this time. I can't. There's been some other verses that have been delivered throughout the first 3 quarters of this year in 2023, and I think it ranks up there in the top 10 somewhere, just off the cuff. But you know, you've got Nas, who's delivered epic verses this year. You've got Ransom, who's delivered epic verses this year. Ransom. You've got salute. At least a few others that, you know, deserve their respect due. So I've got to put J. Cole in there, but not all the way up there, with much respect.
Well, and this is the thing too, man. For me, man, as J. Camp kind of gets his swag up, man, let's be clear, man. Conway to me had the verse of the year.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? On the on the machinery joint, man, killed
the special machinery. You talking about the title track of that album?
Man, let's be clear, man.
Yeah,
crazy.
Whoa, that was monstrous.
But I mean, there's tons of verses, man, that we've been blessed this year, man. Nas pretty much gave us a little bit of everything. Pause. But again, like you said, the Ransom joint, the Sky Zoo, you know what I'm saying?
Sky Zoo, right?
Everybody forgets about that joint. The Styles P situation that came out earlier this year.
The penultimate album,
bars.
Yeah.
So again, at the end of the day, man, like, I think this is more of a in the moment situation. You know what I'm saying? Again, J. Camp, man, my verse of the year has to go to Conway on the Special Machinery title track. Crazy. And you can almost put 38 Special in that joint too with his verse. Man. They spit on that whole record. J. Camp, but what you thinking though? Is it a contender? Is this the best verse this year, or is it they just way off, man?
I think they way off. I mean, look, Cole lit this on fire. Like, let's be clear with that. Like, Cole blazed this. Cole blazed it.
Salute to Cole.
I don't think, and actually, salute to the production too, because I thought the beat was fire.
Oh yeah.
I don't think this is really one of them beats though, where it calls for a verse for the year though. Like I think this is more like melodic, and you can go in on it, but you can't really just unleash that demon on it. You know what I'm saying? You can't just really black out like that on this one, man. But salute to Cole, because I did feel
this was a Alchemist beat, by the way. You called that, J. Ken. We didn't look it up. It is
I
Alchemist beat. Yeah, it sounded like the drums.
I thought it was an Alchemist beat, and Cole sound great over Alchemist production too, man. Matter of fact, y'all need to link back up. Y'all need to link back up. But Cole put his foot. He put his foot in this one. I just feel like there was verses out there that we've heard up to this point. I gotta salute CeeLo on that Soul Assassins 3.
Yes.
Because
they sleeping.
His verse on there was just great. I had to run it back multiple times. It was that fire. Shay Noor on the Ransom.
The Scapegoats,
the Scapegoats.
Yeah. Evidence had a verse on that Larry June that was special.
Crazy. Yeah.
Yes.
Come on.
Man, it's been a Black Thought on that L. Michael. He had 5 verses.
Yes.
At least. Hey, if you ain't heard that, spin the block on that joint.
At a minimum. And we already know Esco had verses on that Black Magic 2.
Yep.
And he had verses on Black
3.
Magic 3.
Yeah, come on.
It's a lot of verses out there where I feel like maybe if Cole was featured on some of them joints that was more catered to really MCing, because that Alchemist beat was smooth. It was so smooth. You just had to you just had to flow and just ride the beat on that joint. It's not really like a joint where you can just have a verse of the year. That's not Cole's fault. It's just the production and just the whole swag of the song. But salute to Cole, man, because I want to make sure that we give that dude his flowers, man. Because I do think when we talk about rhymers like of this next gen, he's right at the top. He's right at the top of that, man. Him and K Dot are right at the top as far as like who can really carry the torch for this next gen. I mean, there's other little young cats too, like Earth Gang and JID. There's other dudes in that group too, but I feel like Cole, when he's really in his bag though, like I feel like he can touch another level. I feel like him and K Dot can just hit another stratosphere when the time calls for it, man. But salute to them though for doing that. Like you said, Iceberg Yaki's verse, we can pretty much poop on that joint. This is all about Cole. Salute to Yaki. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you brave for jumping on there. I respect your bravery. For jumping on there, man.
You know what? I'll say this too. I would say Cole's verse is somewhere in the mix of 38 Special's verse on that Latex Gloves.
Okay.
And Lil Wayne's verse on Magic 3's Never Die. Because because Lil Wayne, J. Cole, and 38 in all 3 instances did the same thing. They patterned one rhyme throughout the whole verse. Now, I do think that J. Cole had the least energy of those 3, but I want to emphasize again, it's still up there in that mix because it's still, I mean, the whole ambiance of what J. Cole did on there is very dope. So I don't want to undersell that.
I think, and that's why I want to pretty much make sure that we highlight too, Bebo P, that that type of production and just like the smoothness to it, like the element of sound, the acoustic flavor to it. He's not going to be able to go fire and brimstone.
That's true. So that is the other side of the coin. Right.
Where he can just go RJ Payne, Leatherface.
Right.
Right. It don't really go.
RJ Payne too for the My Life is a Movie.
Oh man. And Payne got a verse as well.
Man.
On that. Yes. Payne got a verse on that joint too that I felt like he obliterated it.
Honestly, every joint in My Life is a Movie too can be a contender for verse of the year. Let's be clear.
It can.
No disrespect to RJ Payne for not talking about you first. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Salute to you. You know what I mean? Come on, that whole album was crazy. And like I said, to me, Ransom, it's the independent dudes right now, man. Ransom, we can say Conway's underground-ish. You know what I'm saying? Ransom and RJ Payne, in my opinion, man.
Oh my God!
You
and
can
I
just
say
pick what you want. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Rome
Rome Street. You can pick what
in
you
there
want,
too.
man. Yeah.
You know, but yeah, man, there's some dudes that got like some really heavy verses out there, man.
Real heavy.
Yeah.
Like for real. Like I said, salute to Shay Nor, because like I said, I want to make sure that I give her flowers as well.
Salute. And don't get married too. Salute to you. Know?
Oh yeah.
Dude, spitting bars and getting married. That's the kind of women we need in the community. You know what I'm saying?
She's bodied everything she's touched in 2023.
Yeah, man. Because Remy got all women out here looking silly, dog. You know what I'm saying? Over here looking. Take a nigga to Red Lobsters with the cheddar biscuits. Man, salute to Papoose, man, for not bodying this cat, man.
Well,
you gonna take a nigga over the Red Lobster with the cheddar biscuits?
He apparently did. He apparently did. Allegedly.
He put them paws on it, Bebo.
Allegedly, yeah. I think sometime this summer before the latest announcement, it said that he did. So
I've been out.
God bless. He deserves it. Then.
Don't sleep. You know what I mean?
Hold up.
I've been out.
Don't sleep, man. Don't sleep.
I've been out the mix, man. And I have to.
Man, salute the Papoose, man.
Salute
Put the
to
balls
Papoose,
on
man.
him, dog.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
Man.
You gonna take
Balls
a
for
nigga?
the cause.
You gonna take him to Red Lobster with the cheddar and biscuits?
Yeah,
I'm about
you
to
gotta
pull up, dog.
You gotta get the E Honda after that one.
Yeah,
man. It's
No, not with the fast hand.
yeah, it's got to be all E Honda.
Oh man, shout out to my depot, dog.
Right.
and the way back. And the way back.
Yeah, with the Gerbins, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Fu Manchu.
Fu Manchu, yeah. It's straight big body, dog.
Nothing but hair.
E Honda had that hair like what was it, Animal, or what was the cop's name on Police Academy? Oh man, he was a scruffy white dude. Yeah.
Say Police Academy, dog.
It was Mahoney's homie.
Yeah, Mahoney's
Mahoney's boy. Yeah.
Hey man, but get in, man. Salute to J. Cole, man.
Yeah,
Crazy verse,
big
but I think,
salute.
man, you over here sparring with a little baby and bull, dog. Over here doing something with Yachty though. Like I said, like I think P said, if you would have been on the track with somebody else, maybe it would have been a lot hotter. Because again, you've been going back and forth with the guy.
Nas did one with 21 Savage, man.
Yeah, do that with Nas, my G. Yeah,
right. And you're right though. You're right though, J Camp, about the energy. Given the beat was, had a calm ambiance, so you had to come off. You had to match the energy of the beat on there.
You got to ride that one, man.
Oh yeah, salute to Cole.
Beat was dope though. Beat was
great. Salute to ALC.
Hey, Alchemist might be producer of the year, man. Let's be clear. But him and Hit Boy, man. Let's I mean,
they going back and forth because that Wiki and Mike, he bodied the production on that Wiki and Mike.
Yeah, they've been kicking it heavy too. ALC and Hit Boy, they've been kicking it.
Salute to Apollo Brown too for turning them one.
Apollo Brown, man, playing Asia, man. Salute.
Yeah, man.
But BOP, man, you said heavy, man. So speaking of heavy, dog. You know we gotta talk about Rose, Ricky Rose, lemon
Buffalo Ricky,
dog. Buffalo Ricky, dog. You know what I'm saying? Get the wing stop. You know what I'm saying? I'm think of meats. You know what I'm saying? Salute to dog, come on.
Nah, J Camp with that whip, dog. That wide whipping, dog.
Hands in the, he went a little wider, dog. He had a scuba driver, dog. You know what I'm saying? Hands in the kitchen. Palms itching. You know what I'm saying? Salute to see, come on, man. But like I said, man, hey man, if you a Rick Ross fan, man, put a 1 in the chat, man. Again, like I said, salute to everybody tuning in,
hit
man.
That like
you
and
watching
subscribe
Fresh
button
Out,
if you
man.
haven't.
Yeah, hit the like joint. You watching a little happy hour swag with Fresh Out, man. J Camp, B-O-P. We up in the chat, man. Let's be clear. We talking about Ricky Rose, that Buffalo Ricky, dog, with the sauce and that new crackhead. That Meek Mill, dog. Bunny hopping Meek Mill, but Bunny hopper, dog. Come on, man. Shout out to Meek, man. If you from Philly, man, put in the chat, man. Mad love to Meek Mills. We got jokes, man, but we love Meek Mills, holding it down. They doing a joint album. They just had a joint that they just dropped called Shaq and Kobe. Let me play a little bit of this real quick, man, just see the flavor real quick. Flavor king. Hey man, bars, by the way, let's be clear.
In the red tape, Digging through their pockets, left their shoes unlaced.
Fair use my Nick. That's BOP's girl in that whip too, man.
Hey, salute to the whip though.
Yeah. Right.
With a pale face. My niggas couldn't read, had impediments, but they never would leave any evidence.
Hey, straight stunting. Bars is crazy. We ain't heard Ross in a minute, man. He's kind of been on his little black excellence swag. Hold up.
Gotta get all this together, man, for the MMG swag. Shout out to y'all in the chat, by the way. Y'all made if y'all rocking with Fresh Out, the world's most dangerous podcast. The bad boys of this thing. Let's go.
Come on, man. Let's go.
But I gotta get ready, you know what I'm saying, before we go all the way in on this topic. I'm ready. Oh,
hey,
wait.
Yeah,
Okay. Now I'm ready. I hear you. Perception clear.
Oh, hold on. That was the girl in the car. Hold up.
Yeah. Yep. I'll be back, man.
Hey, man. This is the thing, man. We ain't heard Ross in a minute. We ain't heard Meek in a minute. They've been kind of on their black excellence swag a little bit. But the song sounded crazy. Beat was dope. Shaq and Kobe. Not really. You know what I'm saying? Maybe like Sam Cassell and Hakeem, or maybe Hakeem. You know what I'm saying?
Was Cassell on the NBA team?
Yeah. JaVale McGee, maybe? You know what I'm saying?
Maybe
JaVale McGee.
Muggsy Bogues
and Grandma Mama. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Maybe Alonzo and
not Larry Johnson, but Grandma Maj.
Grandma Maj. And had some Grandma Maj shoes, by the way, too, man.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
But again,
before Medea, there was Grandma Maj. You go ahead, Dice.
Yeah, man. But hey, man, salute to Grandma Maj, Larry Johnson, man, and punching Lonzo Mourning in the face and bull, you know what I'm saying? Overhitting the chicken, bull, hitting his wife and bull, allegedly, you know what I'm saying?
Allegedly.
Right in the kisser.
Man.
Long story short, man.
Not that kisser.
Right in the kisser. I'm hitting the snot locker.
Us 2-piece. Right in the kisser.
All right, hit it in the snot locker. Hey, but this is the thing, though, man. J. Kemp, Bebo P in the chat down below. Right in the stop. Hit you in your knob. First of all, what's your thoughts, man, on Rick Ross and Meek Mills getting back together to get the MMG? Because, you know, they was beefing for a minute because, you know, Meek didn't have that bread. You know what I'm saying? Pull out the money, Bebo.
Oh, you know the money.
But the whole thing was, now they back together. They doing something dope. What's your thoughts just on this track? I know we just kind of previewed it a little bit. We ain't went into it. But what's your thoughts just on the vibe? But then also, is a joint Meek Mill and Ross album needed right now? What's your thoughts on that real quick?
I would never say that it's not needed.
Right.
Are people checking for it is completely different things. Now
exactly.
I could be wrong. I would say it's probably mixed. Because both them dudes do have fans. Okay. So I would say outside of their fans, maybe nobody's really looking forward to it. Damn. I mean, that's just my personal opinion. But I mean, they both got good fan bases, though. They really do.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I think the album will be successful. I think the album will be successful. This intro track sounds good though. Paul. It's a good vibe to it. Now I will say I think this MMG sound has been missed. I will say that. Okay. Now, whether people want to hear this, now this may actually make people want to hear it. So I do think they chose a good first track to really put it out there. But I will say before this song, I'm not really sure how many people were looking forward to a Ross and Meek collab. Now maybe MMG fans were, and you know, but I think people kind of moved on from MMG, so to speak, in my personal opinion, Bebo P. But this joint, it's lemon pepper. It's fire. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's solid. Yeah,
it's pretty dope.
Lemon pepper with the Salt Bay pose.
It's pretty dope. You know and the good thing is too, this is really catered for Meek, for him to kind of kind of get put to the forefront a little bit as the rhymer of the two. And you know what I'm saying, because you know these are the type of tracks that Meek goes bananas on, man. So happy that he's able to showcase that with a heavy hitter like Rose, because Rose is respected in the game, and Rose has always been known to pick great beats. I mean, he is a great beat selector. If Rose,
Drake said that's his favorite artist to do music with and collab with. So
you can say anything you want to about Rose when it comes to rhyming, but when it comes to picking beats, he's elite at that. I think he learned. I think he got it from Hove. To be honest, my personal opinion. I think he, from his time of just working with Hove and Hove kind of mentoring him.
Yeah, facts.
On some of them early albums, I think that's where he got that from.
Now, like you talk about, Jadakiss couldn't make no solid album. Ross can make an album.
He can make an album.
He can
Absolutely,
make an album.
he can make an album.
You know what I'm saying? You got to salute him on that, man. You know what I'm saying? Bebo, what
you
you thinking on this joint,
together.
man? You know, I know this your Miami flavor, man. When you go down to Miami, you let your hair down. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Spin a block in one of them little Raris from VIP. You know what I'm saying? Salute to VIP Miami. I got Matt over there holding us down with the whips down there. But what's your thoughts on this joint? Oh, yeah, let me put up the money, bro.
I got money.
What's your thoughts
you
on this
mentioned
record,
Miami.
man? Again, we haven't heard Meek and Ross. What's your thoughts?
I personally think that this song is a pretty good one as well. It's not overly commercial. It has that MMG hip hop sound.
Got a
and
little.
it showcases.
I didn't think about that. Yeah.
And it showcases.
Yeah,
Yep. And it showcases Meek Mill and Rick Ross delivering some pretty dope verses on the Shaq and Kobe. Iceberg, like you said, are these two Shaq and Kobe? No, I'm not mad at the them putting themselves out there as such. It's not like this is the first time that we've seen a collaboration like this, because we've seen these two with Wale, you know what I'm saying, several years back. So it'll be interesting to see what or rather how things go in 2023 compared to, back during those times as, the trio with Wale. As far as the song and the video, man, I mean, you're seeing the classic, the Fly Lux whips, the money, the moolah, the private jet of Rick Ross's, a couple models, and the Chang Gang swang, especially for Meek Mill. I mean, his jewels was loaded. His chains was loaded. I mean, but Meek Mill, Jay can't mention this in so many words. He really got to shine on this beat. He was, he
It's
really
almost
got
like
to
made
shine.
for him.
Yeah, exactly. With that classic MMG sound, and it had him really let off on his made man swag, calling the shot to the goons and all that type of stuff, addressing the haters, that's talking about his success that he's attained and threesomes not being amusing to him. And Rick Ross, what I'm saying, Rick Ross was on his
boss.
He was on his boss stuff.
Lemon pepper.
Yeah, but from his cats getting taken out with no trace, and of course you already know he's bragging on his Lux experiences from Cali to Paris and all of the accolades and all
Bought
that.
that big old mansion down in Miami on that Star
Oh
Island.
yeah. Oh yeah, salute to that.
30 million, boy.
Hey, speaking of which, he had ended off his verse. I remember talking about his whole team eating due to his wealth that he's acquired and others need to consider acquiring. So I thought that was pretty interesting to, pretty interesting way to end it off. But overall, real solid track. Am I really going to be itching to hear the album? Not necessarily. Will I and will FRSHOUT hear it when it comes out? Sure. You know what I'm saying? Sure. Just because this is a situation that kind of reminds me of Neff and Few. You know what I'm saying? When they dropped last fall, 2022, where they had to, establish the groundwork and then build from there, which is what me and Iceberg essentially had said in so many words. So that's the situation here, in my personal experience. But yeah, great video, great song. Hey, we'll see what happens next from the two.
Well, let's be clear, man. We first really saw, if you was kind of under the tuck a little bit, we heard Meek on that Ross joint. I'm a boss. Where they was riding little bikes and Philly and all that bull. Like that's when we fell in love with Meek and his music.
With the horns. And he killed it.
Yeah.
Like we heard Ross's spit. This is kind of like a flow like that. Again.
And at church.
Church. You know what I'm saying? I think what we want to hear from Meek, man. We want to hear that just jump off. You know, he's crazy with the intros, so you know his energy was crazy on Like a Boss. I think they're going to transition that to this joint album. I think, like J. Camp said, it's needed. I think, in my opinion, this is needed, man. Because again, if you listen to most of the music from the women, it's a whole bunch of hot girl summer stuff. If you hear it from the men, it's like, I'm lonely, I need a partner. It's a whole bunch of raw wave bulls. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
And they can at least rhyme. You know what I'm saying?
And they can spit. Let's be clear.
This ain't gonna be like rudimentary. My first, you know, little Yaki
bars.
Yeah, it ain't gonna be drill. It's gonna be like these dudes is gonna be actually rhyming, and they probably gonna have some dope features on here too. So
I think so too.
And you know, this is gonna be an anthem for Miami. Let's be clear. You know, it's gonna be a lot of swag on the joint. But again, I'm excited to hear it. You know what I'm saying? See what's going on with it, man. To take me back to my old days. Holla at me. So you know, at the end of the day, man, I think this is necessary. It's dope. Salute the Rose, man. And then, hey, man, you need to hit us up with some of the Wingstop. Little gift certificates. Come on, we need some of them lemon pepper so we can watch the food.
Right.
But again, salute to Ross, man, and Meek, man, holding it down.
Salute to those brothers.
Salute to them. We gotta talk about the real Shaq and Kobe.
Mm-hmm.
Man, come on, man. Andre 3000, Big Boy. Come on, man. Aquemini turns 25.
Aquemini.
The third album from Outkast, man. One of our favorite top 5, top 3 groups of all time. Outkast represent Atlanta, Georgia.
The sky is electric.
Now, if y'all remember this joint, this came out in what? This was a 98, though. I ain't gonna say where I was at 98, but
we was at Vincent Lynn's when this came out.
Yeah. I wasn't there yet, but I was in there. I was heading there. But this one has Stewart on the Barbie. This had Rosa Parks. The crate, like when Rosa Parks dropped,
old school place to new school food.
When they put the little the harmonica joint on the end of that Rosa Parks, we was like, heck no, they went country with it. Like, Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
Like, dude, and then they had the art of dialogue and brought Slick Rick back.
Yeah, salute to that.
My lord, man. Boy, that Clark won the spell, man.
Goddamn. One o'clock with a spell, man. But again, like I said, man, this album was like the soundtrack, man. If you was outside at that time, this is the soundtrack. This is the third album of Outkast, but so it's turning 25. If you under 40, go back and spin the block. Go and check this out. You know what I'm saying? But the question is what's your thoughts on this album? You know what I'm saying? You know, what's the historic level in your opinion? And also, is this the best Outkast album that they've made?
Man, I do think this is the best Outkast album. Like when I really replay the albums in my head, and believe me, I love Southern Playalistic. I love ATLians. I love this one. And I even love Stankonia. So when I hear these albums, though, because they're all so freaking sonically different, but they're also Outkast yet at the same time. They're also Dungeon Family because it all has the Dungeon Family imprint on it. It sounds like it was made out the crib in the basement. You know what I'm saying?
Which it was. Well, at least the first couple.
The first two word.
Yeah.
This one was made in the big studio, man. But the production on here was flawless because it was so different.
Yeah.
It was so different and so unique and so fresh because of, you know, this is when like Rockefeller was starting to take over. Around that time. This is when Cash Money was really, really heavy around that time. And Outkast just came through out of nowhere with a bona fide classic. Because I put this one right up there for me as far as like impact, Bebo P, right up there with their Fugees. Right up there with their Score album. As far as like albums that I put in my playlist when I'm on a road trip, a long road trip. The Score, Aquemini, and that Woo. Them 3 albums.
Which Woo? The second? The double album or
the double album.
36. Okay.
Double album. Man. Those albums are in my rotation along with Black on Both Sides, Most Def Black on Both Sides. Them 4 albums, pretty much in my rotation at all times.
Yeah.
At all times. But this, to me, this is when this is when 3 Stacks, I believe, firmly solidified himself amongst hip hop's best too of all time. His flow on this album, I want to say even like Raekwon had mentioned that he was even shocked by the level of detail that Andre 3000 has in his rhymes, but also the complexity, you know what I'm saying, that he takes when he's rhyming.
Dre grew up very heavily musically inclined. So
very heavily musically.
I'm not
surprised grew up on
that. You grew up on it, right? So,
he really does rap to the melody and not so much to the drum, like a lot of hip hop artists do. It's very, very hard to rhyme to the melody versus rhyming to the drum pattern, because the drum pattern is usually easier to catch, but Dre can rhyme on the melody, man, and that basically means he understands like cliffs and all that type of stuff, man. So that artist storytelling too, that verse on there, still one of the top 5-ish verses ever, bro.
Gosh,
I mean, and Big Boy was no slouch on there.
Oh, no,
Big Boy,
you already know he got it. You already know he rocked it.
Big Boy killed it.
Yeah,
of course.
But 3000 was just so crazy on there. But Big Boy had a bunch of standout verses on that Aquemini too. And actually Badu influenced some of that album as well, with some of her sound. But man,
Can I get to the yam?
That album from the Rooter to the Tutor, though, every single track, and like I was saying, this is one that we played Bebo P.
Oh yeah,
at their Moors.
You already know.
This one stayed.
Yeah,
this one stayed in the deck, because this one came out right around the time as We Are the Streets. That
I think you're right. The Locks album.
The Locks.
Yeah.
Them albums stayed in rotation, bro.
They did.
Stayed in rotation. But this Outkast album was special. Special, man. Has a special place in my heart. It just does. It was that
what
good.
You thinking though?
Man, very special. Like J Camp said.
Yeah, because you used to wear them pants, them Andre pants in college.
Stop.
He's in the club like, doing this and with the pants on. Salute to him, man. You know
Plus, we went to that Outkast concert.
Yeah,
with
salute the
Nino
Ball Bass.
Beige.
Yeah, salute the Ball Bass. Salute the Nino Beige, man, for holding
one of the best concerts I've ever been to. But go ahead, people.
Man. Yeah.
Nah, that Aquemini album, it was and still is so phenomenal. Even 25 years later. I mean, I watched the new animated visual video for that Spotty Dopalicious. I mean, and I was just, without even realizing it until like maybe 3/4 of the way through the song, I was just enamored and just, you know, I had my Mitch McConnell moment. Just, you know, just stuck. Right. Just stuck and just, you know, in the moment of the essence.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Right. So much cocaine, Mitch. But yeah, man, such a man. I can't necessarily say that this is my absolute favorite album, and I'm not mad at Aquemini being a favorite album. I just say that because each album that they've produced, crafted, created was in a lane of its own.
It really was.
That's what with the same great, quality man. To me. Right.
What makes them great, man.
Right. It still had their core foundational sound from Organized Noise, but at the same time, it all didn't sound synonymous to the first or the second. You know,
none of them.
And that's just what makes, one of the things that makes Outkast so great, and two of the best to do it.
Yeah.
Is this their best album that they did?
Like I said, man, I can't personally put it, or I won't put this as their absolute best album, just because I think that each one has the same level of quality. Okay. They're just going different directions.
I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, I ain't mad at it either, man.
Personally,
to me, man, I think this is when they hit their pinnacle, man. In my opinion, you know what I'm saying? They're always doing something different, man. But to me, man, Aquemini just stamped them again. I also go to what Jay Camp said. It was a lot of competition in '98. You know what I'm saying? And music was going all over the place, and so Outkast brought it back to the South when they dropped this joint. That Rosa Parks, when it dropped, let's be clear, there was nothing else touching the booth. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy, bro.
Yeah. And like I said, man, it changed. And the bars, I mean, like I said, you know, the two styles of Big Boy and Outkast were stamped, you know, on this album. And again, like bringing in Raekwon, you know what I'm saying?
With the mafioso flow too. Raekwon hit him with the mafioso.
Through your audio.
Like, come on, man. It was just this album was just jamming too. It was not just bars, man. It was jamming, man. So again, man, salute to Outkast, turn 25, man. This
and that synthesizer was my joint. The synthesizer.
Yeah. And let's be clear, man. The coolest song ever, the Spody Odi Odi joint. You know what I'm saying? And just how they basically just spit bars on it, man. And just it's a smoke joint. You know what I'm saying? Again, like this album had a vibe to it. It's classic. It's never gonna get old. It's aged with grace to me, in my opinion. So go check this out, man. If you ain't heard it in a while, or you never heard it, you know what I'm saying? Go check this out, man. Salute the cast, man. Facts. You know what I mean? And man, for last but not least, man, on this happy hour, man. Again, this is Fresh Out. You watching the best man in the business, man. Jay Kemp over here, Bebo P over there holding it down, man. You know how we do it. Nothing but hip hop, man. It's family over here. So if you're over here, man, you fam. But to end this little happy hour off, man, on this Tuesday, we got to talk about Little Brother, man, coming back.
Talking about another
After
great
4
group.
years of not doing no music, man. They dropped two bangers, man, again. That Fonte and that rapper Big Pooh, you know what I'm saying? Salute our North Carolina brothers. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people
Durham, North Carolina, man.
Yeah, salute to them. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, man, wrote them off when, you know, Knife One is, you know, kind of split from the group. And these dudes are still holding it down. Let's be clear.
Oh, they're still rocking heavy with Justice League.
Still rocking heavy. You know what I'm saying? Let me give you a little piece of what's dropping real quick, man. Fair Use, my knee.
Don't tell tales, legends of the fall. I should be appalled, but that's par for the course. LB, we foot soldiers who won't march to the beat. Everybody's favorite, let's keep it discreet. 2 sets of footprints laid out at the beat. My man said, Tay, come and get your plaque. And when I came and got it, saw our names was misspelled. Pulled out the parking lot and almost fishtail. Pulled out receipts to show my heart don't tell tales. Legends of the fall. I should be a
again,
but that's par for the course. LB, we foot soldiers who won't march.
These dudes, man, come on,
got it
man.
rocking. I ain't mad at you,
I still got it rocking, man. Come on, man. This is the thing.
Make you want to put your shades on and just hit that fishtail dive.
Dude, you got to spin the block on this joint, man. Again. They dropped 2 songs, man. The Glory, and it's Wish Me Well. The Wish Me Well is produced by our guy Puma, but then also that Glory was a Conductor. You know what I'm saying? Conductor.
Man, they sound good over the Conductor.
It sound good too. Going pocket games crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like always. The flow is just immaculate in my opinion. Jay Kemp, Bebo P in the chat down below. What's your thoughts, man, on these 2 records? If you haven't heard them, man, go check them out real quick and then pause it, go listen to them and come right back. Jay Kemp, Bebo P in the chat. What y'all thinking, man, on Little Brother? I got Fonte, rapper Big Pooh.
You said it well, man. The flows is immaculate, man. I mean, it's like they never left. I mean, of course, rapper Big Pooh been doing his thing for some years now. Yeah. I mean, even Fonte, the solo act where he was doing the R&B stuff that he was doing, they was always putting out great music, in my opinion.
Always.
But we always wanted to hear that LB again, because again, these dudes is like sugar and Kool-Aid. You know what I'm saying? They like Captain Crunch berries. You know what I'm saying? Like it's going to go together so well. Because these are 2 dudes who grew up together, man, and grew up rapping together, grew up loving rap, man. And you can tell when cats have chemistry. We say it all the time about LOX. We've said it about Stacks and Big Boy, man. Like when dudes have that just when it just meshes, it sounds good, man. When there's no ego, it sounds so good, you know what I'm saying? And
it's like this, not like this. Gotcha.
It's Lego. It's Lego pieces. You know what I'm saying? It's Lego pieces.
There you go.
I was so happy, man, to hear this, because Iceberg says it all the time. We want that adult contemporary. We want that grown man.
Oh,
Come
yeah.
on, man.
Fonte
Salute the bird for
speaks
that.
to the heart of gentlemen, because he's not
Right.
ashamed to speak of relationships. He's not ashamed to speak, because these are dudes who's not like really like true to life hood cats. They might have grown up in rough areas, but they not hood. Like they're actually smart, educated dudes. Like same thing we thought about Ye West when he was coming up. You know what I'm saying? You can tell when the dude's rapping, they walking polos and just regular t-shirts. They're not trying to be thugged out, because they don't have to be. Like these dudes is actually just talking about like real everyday stuff.
They speak for the everyday man and bull. You know,
they speak, man, to the dude who just wants to just live his life, man, who's waking up for the 9 to 5, you clocking out every day. They speaking to that dude. They speaking to the dude who still be hunching on his mama's couch. You know what I'm saying? Fonte had a verse and he was talking about that.
Nah, J Camp.
Fonte had a verse and he was talking about that, though, man. But man,
you grew up hunching on it? No, it's just
it's like, and you know, every time you hear them voices, you know it's gonna cut through the speaker. You know it's gonna cut through the beat, and you know it's gonna be some dope bars, man. And I'm just, man, just it warmed us up, man, to be able to hear that. I mean, we was jamming that Glory Glory the other day, and I was just like, Fonte didn't even have to murder this like this. Like Pooh didn't even just have to go in like this, man. And when they go back to back, like Styles and Jada, they two are the best at that too. They two are the best at that too, man. It's like art. It's like abstract, defined art, but with definitive shapes. You know how abstract art don't really have organic shapes? They're like abstract art, but with definitive shapes.
Professor Camper right about now.
Yeah, and they represent North Carolina so well too. They represent like the Raleigh area, North Carolina so well.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So well, man. And you can tell, man, that they've influenced like the Rhapsodies of the world too, because she has that same type of like pocket flow that they got, man.
Okay.
It's like I feel like they have their own lane, like that region. They got their own they got their own style, man. Salute the Ninth Wonder too, man, for kind of like starting LB. And you know, they all grew up in Durham. They was all, and they still rocking shows in Durham too, which is good. So they give back to North Carolina, man. But salute to LB, Bebo P, man. I'll let you go ahead and go in on this one, man.
Come on, man.
It's really good. Really, really good to see Lil Brother back on the scene musically. Man, this Wish Me Well video, I mean, it just brought smiles to all the people who love any and everything about Little Brother. I mean, Fonte, you know, on there, he's addressing that little
tickle. New tickle.
Right. But yeah, Fonte rocking it. Just addressing that Little Brother's the duo in Little Brother isn't out of service like most people would have liked to believe. He had there was a part on there where he had talked about how he made his first record way back when, and refusing to play the puppet to the powers that be. And, you know, rocking as the heavyweights that they've been together as Fonte and Big Pooh in the game, you know, or just as Little Brother, I should say. But Big Pooh, same deal. You know, he rocked it like Tigolo did, letting us know that, you know, he really harnesses a truthful heart, addressing money, power, respect, and how things are looking chaotic as the children's newfound society ended up turning out in that story, Lord of the Flies. Whoever seen that movie, you know, he might have been talking about today's society, you know,
he was going
turning chaotic, you know, as that Lord of the Flies. But I mean, either way it goes, great back and forth chemistry between Fonte and Big Pooh. Simple and clean video with the new logo and the video's visual graphics, as well as on Fonte's shirt.
It don't sound forced,
LB
man.
logo,
Right.
And just,
like you said, very simple. It's simple. Just it's Little Brother. They some simple. They some simple dudes, man.
Right. It's really it's a really smooth sounding and short and sweet video, short and sweet song. So definitely check out LB rock it out on the rooftop of this video. Wish me well, folks. Wish me well.
Amen.
With some foundational biblical references too, by the way.
Well, like I said again, like you saw the praying hands on the cover. You know what I'm saying? Again, I like this little 2-pack situation or whatnot as well. Just a nice little 2-pack joint, you know what I'm saying? Conductor killed this Puma salute on the production.
That's why I said
saying?
check
It's
out that
crazy.
glory.
Yeah, that glory is crazy too.
Man,
if you a hip hop fan, man, this again, we getting blessed for Hip Hop 50. Let's be clear, man.
Really
we getting
are.
blessed over here.
We gotta get little brother on. We gotta get Pooh and them on, man.
Yeah, we gotta get them on again. This the last. They haven't dropped none in 4 years, so this.
Them joints is them joints is they too good not to be out there for the people, man. Them songs is too dope for the people not to hear it.
Well, and again, for the people who basically complain about Cardi B's and Nicki Minaj's and all the new stuff that's out here, hey man, this is what you want. Go digest this, man. Go get the streaming numbers up for these cats, man. You know what I'm saying? Again, Wednesday we're gonna be talking about AZ and GOAT, that GOAT swag. You know what I'm saying? A lot of cats just dropping these little tidbit joints, man, trying to get us to spin the block. But the bars are crazy, production's nice, so. Again, man, you've been wanting it. You grew up on it. You want it. Man. So it's out here, man, and we talking about it. You know what I mean? So, again, salute to little brother Riley, North Carolina, man. I was just out there, too. You know what I'm saying?
Salute to Durham, too.
You know what I mean? So, again, man, this is just a little happy hour swag, man. Just to hold y'all over to Wednesday, man. We'll give y'all a little topic, man. We're going to go crazy on the Kanye joint. We're going to be talking about Push. We're going to be talking about all the little crazy stuff that's been going on, man, this week, man. Again, FRSHOUT is going to start giving you some more content, man. It's that fall. That's that third quarter, so we're going to go hard in the paint. But, again, J Camp, Bebo P, Iceberg Slim. Hey, man, y'all two take us home, man. Salute everybody in the chat, man. Hold it down. We down here, too, holding it down, too.
Yeah, man. Appreciate everybody.
Bebo P, take us home, man.
Yeah, man. Appreciate everybody holding it down, man. Definitely go make sure y'all check out all this great hip-hop that's been dropping. If you didn't get a chance to peep some of our last episodes, especially the Nas Day joint, we went in for like 3 hours.
On that
Please go check it out.
Yeah.
We on Spotify. We on Apple. Podcasts as well. Check us out. Hopefully, we gonna get on some other platforms, some other streaming platforms here soon. Yeah. So folks can call us in, and you know what I'm saying, we can chop it up with the people for real, man, and make y'all part of this show too, as we always do. But thank you for rocking with us. Thank you for putting up with us too. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because we all doing this for hip hop. We're doing this for the love of hip hop, man. We want to keep moving this thing forward. And Bebo P, take the people's home, man.
Appreciate y'all for rocking with the bad boys of this hip hop commentary space,
no Diddy,
social media space, in FRSHOUT, the world's most dangerous podcast
in the world.
In the world,
Craig. Right, Iceberg manning the helm as the ship's captain. J Camp, as co-captain, as well as yours truly, Bebo P. But not just us three, you guys as well, because there is no FRSHOUT without you guys, the supporters that help to make us who we are and spaces like ours. So we definitely appreciate the support. We definitely appreciate those who criticize / hate on us as well. And rock with us this coming Wednesday, 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. If you haven't yet done so, hit that like and subscribe button. If you're feeling frisky, hit that Cash App and Super Chats. And if you've already donated to the cause, we appreciate you. Thank you so much for your contributions. And if you have not, thank you anyway. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate everybody just alike. But yeah, we really look forward to you guys this coming Wednesday. We're definitely going to rock it out with y'all, FRSHOUT. We got much love, and we want y'all to be safe. God bless. And Iceberg, land the soul plane home.
Hey, man, like I said, man, the best two dudes in the business, J Camp, Bebo P, always holding it down, man, giving y'all the juice. You know what I'm saying? Again, we be back here Wednesday, 9:30, live in the flesh, man. We're going to be going crazy.
Loud and
it's going to be
proud.
an amazing show, so you want to tap in on this joint.
I'm amazing.
Salute to everybody over there holding
Look
us down,
what
man,
I'm
on
blazing.
every social media platform. So, again, J Camp, Bebo P, Iceberg Slim.
Camper.
We out, y'all.
Salute to Jeezy. I had to get a little Jeezy in there.
Man, salute to Jeezy, man. And salute to him getting that divorce done. He was just as hard to pay on Jenny Mike. He said, man, you gonna sign this bull.
She trying to get back in the building.
She said, take me back. Please.
Before you go.
She said, bitch, I'm amazing.
I don't want to hear Iceberg play the End of the Road by Boyz II Men, please.
Before you go. Take me out tonight.
No.
Where's Carmen? What we need?
Please stop.
Oh, stop. Hey, man, again, man. Hey, we out, man. We see y'all Wednesday, man. Peace.
Peace.
It's like every piece